Do you find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling while the rest of the world sleeps soundly? For seniors across America, think Betty from Chicago, Tom in Arizona, or Susan from Ohio. Those pre-dawn hours can feel like an unwelcome guest that just won't leave. Maybe it's the faint hum of the fridge kicking on, the ache in your back that won't quit, or a mind that decides it's the perfect time to replay yesterday's worries. Whatever the trigger, you're up. The clock's ticking and sleep feels like a distant memory. If this hits home, you're in good company. Millions of folks over 60 find themselves jolted awake between 5 a.m., turning restful nights into a foggy, frustrating slog. But here's the twist. Those restless moments don't have to derail your day or your health. In fact, they could be a chance to take charge and feel better than ever. In this deep dive, we're cracking the code on why seniors wake up in the wee hours and, more importantly, what you can do about it right now. We're serving up 5 practical, science-backed steps to transform those bleary-eyed wake-ups into a springboard for better sleep, brighter energy, and a healthier you. From calming a racing mind to resetting your body's rhythm, these tips are tailor-made for seniors like Linda, 68, who's tired of counting sheep, or caregivers helping Grandpa Joe snooze through the night. You'll learn why your body's pulling this 3 a.m. stunt, how it's quietly affecting everything from your mood to your heart, and best of all, how to fight back with simple moves that work. Stick with us, and you'll turn those early hours from a curse into a cure, waking up refreshed instead of wrecked. Ready to take back your nights? Keep reading for the full scoop on these 5 must-do steps, plus a few surprises about what those wake-ups really mean. If you're hooked on living better after 60, subscribe to Senior Health for more senior-savvy wisdom delivered straight to you. Drop a like or comment below. Tell us your 3 a.m. tale. Let's dive in and make those restless nights a thing of the past. Why seniors wake up at 3-5 a.m. and why it matters. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. isn't just a quirky habit. It's a signal that something's shifting. And for seniors, it's a puzzle worth solving. For folks like Betty from Chicago or George in Atlanta, those pre-dawn hours can feel like a nightly ambush. One moment you're drifting through a dream about fishing at Lake Tahoe. The next, you're blinking at the dark, wondering why sleep slipped away. It's not random. There's a mix of biology, health, and everyday choices at play, and understanding them is the first step to taking back your nights. More than that, these wake-ups aren't just a nuisance. They ripple through your day, your health, and even your golden years. Let's unpack why this happens, what it's doing to you, and why tackling it could be a game-changer for seniors like Linda, Tom, or Susan. Buckle up. This is where the why meets the so what, and it's bigger than you might think. Causes of early waking doesn't just wrinkle your skin, it rewires your sleep. And those 3 to 5 a.m. wake-ups are a front-row seat to the show. Start with your circadian rhythm, that internal clock ticking away since birth. The National Institute on Aging says it starts to drift as you hit 60. Melatonin, the hormone that whispers sleep time, drops off, and your body's not as good at staying under. By 3 a.m., when levels hit rock bottom, your brain gets the memo to wake up, even if the sun's hours away. Susan, 66, from Ohio, felt the shift. Her once solid 8 hours shrank, and now she's up before the birds. A 2022 Journal of Sleep Research study pegs this melatonin dip as the top reason 40% of seniors wake early. Then there's the medical lineup, and it's a long one. Sleep apnea is a big player. 20% of seniors have it per the CDC, and it's a sneaky thief. Those little breathing pauses jolt you awake, often without a memory of it. Tom, 70, from Arizona, snored like a chainsaw until his wife taped it. His doc confirmed apnea was his 4 a.m. alarm. Pain's another suspect. Arthritis or neuropathy. hitting half of folks over 65 according to the Arthritis Foundation. Flares up when you're still, waking you with a groan. Linda, 68, from Texas, knows this. Her knees scream at 3 a.m. at her. How soft her mattress. Bladder issues join the party. 60% of seniors deal with frequent urination, per the Urology Care Foundation. George, 64, shuffles to the bathroom twice a night and sleep rarely returns. Lifestyle's the wild card. That 2 p.m. Starbucks latte? Caffeine hangs around longer. Now, up to 10 hours, says the FD of Keepin' Carol, 69, from Michigan. Buzzing at 4 a.m. and stress is a sleep sniper. Too worrying about Medicare costs or the grandkids. School keeps your brain on high alert. A 2023 Journal of Gerontology survey found 30% of seniors blame anxiety for broken sleep. A trap Betty, 67, falls into nightly. Even naps can backfire. Ed, 71, from Florida, loves his 2-hour recliner snooze, but it steals from his night, leaving him up at 5 a summer. Add alcohol, a glass of Merlot with dinner, or late-night snacks, that leftover apple pie, and your body's too busy digesting the rest. Impact on health. These wake-ups don't just leave you grumpy. They hit your health like a freight train. Fatigue's the obvious fallout. Waking at 3 a.m. means you're slogging through the day by lunchtime. Carol nods off during Jeopardy. Her energy tank empty. The American Heart Association ties this choppy sleep to a 20% higher risk of heart trouble. Your ticker works over time when rest is short. Blood pressure creeps up, and for Tom, with a family history of heart issues, that's no small thing. Mood swings follow irritability spikes, and a 2022 Aging and Mental Health study links sleep loss to a 25% jump in depression symptoms. Linda's snapped at her husband more than she'd like to admit since her wake-up started. Your brain takes a beating too. The Alzheimer's Association warns that fragmented sleep like those 3 a.m. jolts messes with memory cleanup, piling up gunk tied to dementia. A 2021 neurology study found seniors with broken sleep scored 15% lower on memory tests. Betty, who prides herself on her crossword skills, noticed words slipping away after restless nights. Falls are scarier. Drowsy seniors are 30% more likely to trip, per the CDC. Jack, 67, from Colorado, stumbled over his lab at dawn, bruising his ego and his shin. Worst case? Chronic sleep debt shaves years off. Studies and sleep medicine reviews peg consistent poor sleep to a 15% higher mortality risk. For seniors, every lost hour counts. Benefits of addressing it is the silver lining. Fixing. These wake-ups isn't just about sleeping through. It's about living better. First, you'll feel it in your bones. More energy for the day. A 2021 sleep medicine study showed seniors who improved sleep cut fatigue by 40%. Ed stopped dozing through his golf games, swinging with gusto. Heart health gets a lift. Stable sleep drops blood pressure and stress. A win for Tom's overworked ticker. The American Heart Association says good rest can slash heart attack risk by 10%. No pills needed. Mentally, you're golden. Less crankiness, more focus. Carol's husband noticed she's back to her chatty self since tackling her 4 a.m. woes. A 2023 Psychology Today report found quality sleep boosts mood by 30% in seniors. Brain fog lifts. Too consistent rest slows cognitive decline, keeping Susan's knitting patterns sharp. Safety improved. Fewer stumbles mean fewer trips, a relief for Jack after his dog tangling Dawn. Long term, it's a lifeline better. Sleep adds quality years, per the knee. George, dreaming of his grandkids' graduations, knows every snooze counts. Why it matters for seniors. 3 to 5 a.m. wake-ups aren't a minor annoyance. They're a health signal screaming for attention. Ignoring them risks a cascade. Exhaustion, heart strain, Memory slips, falls, even a shorter life. But flip it around. And the payoffs, huge sharper days, stronger hearts, clearer minds, and safer steps. It's not just about surviving those pre-dawn hours. It's about thriving through them. Whether it's Linda's achy knees, Tom's snoring, or Betty's buzzing brain, the causes are real, the stakes are high, and the fix is within reach. Next up, 5 must-do steps to turn those wake-ups into wins, starting the moment your eyes pop open. 5 things seniors should do when waking up at 3 to 5 and waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. doesn't have to be a lost, because those restless moments can become a turning point if you know what to do. For seniors like Susan from Ohio, Tom in Arizona, or Linda from Texas, that pre-dawn jolt often feels like a dead end. Sleep's gone, the clock's mocking, and the day looms like a tired slog. But here's the good news. You don't have to just lie there, stewing. These 5 actionable steps, crafted with seniors in mind and backed by science, turn those wake-ups into a chance to reset, recharge, and reclaim your rest. Each one digs into why it works, how to do it right, and what it means for folks like Betty or George. So you're not just surviving those hours, you're mastering them. Let's dive in. Step 1. Stay calm and avoid the clock. Second your eyes snap open at 3 a.m. Panic can hit like a freight train. Not again. How am I going to get through tomorrow? For Linda, 68, that racing heart and spinning mind used to keep her awake for hours, counting every lost minute. It's a trap. Stress floods your system with cortisol, the fight-or-flight hormone, jolting your brain when it should be winding down. A 2022 sleep research study found that anxiety over waking doubles the time it takes to fall back asleep, turning a 20-minute blip into a 2-hour ordeal. And if you sneak a peek at that glowing bedside clock, you're toast. The National Sleep Foundation warns that blue light from digital displays tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, slashing melatonin just when you need it most. Why is this worse for seniors? Aging makes sleep lighter, those deep, restorative stages shrink per the NIA, so you're already on the edge. Add panic, and you're pushing yourself further from rest. Betty, 67, from Chicago, used to stare at her clock's red digits, watching 3:15 turn to 4 o'clock, her frustration mounting. It's a vicious cycle. The more you fret, the less you sleep, and the crankier you feel come morning. But you can break. Calm is your superpower here, and it's easier than you think. What to do? Start with your breath slow, and steady wins the race. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Repeat for 5 minutes. The Mayo Clinic says this diaphragmatic breathing slows your heart rate and quiets your nervous system. Linda tried it, and within a week, her 3 a.m. freakouts faded. Next, ditch the clock. Cover it with a cloth or flip it face down. Ed, 71, from Florida, turned his away and stopped obsessing over lost time. If your mind's still buzzing, picture something peaceful. Betty imagines her grandkids splashing at the lake, letting thoughts drift like ripples. Don't force sleep, just relax. After 20 minutes, if you're still wired, move to step 2. This isn't about willpower. It's about giving your body a soft landing back to rest. Step 2. Get out of bed for a gentle reset. Laying awake too long, say, past 30 minutes, turns your bed into a battlefield. Susan, 66, used to toss and turn, her pillow a punching bag, until frustration kept her up till dawn. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine calls this conditioned arousal. Your brain starts linking bed with stress, not sleep. Staying put just digs the hole deeper. Here's the fix. Getting up resets the cycle. A 2021 Journal of Aging study found that light movement after waking cuts sleepless time by 25% for seniors. It's not about wearing yourself out. It's about breaking the loop and easing back into rest. Why does this matter after 60? Energy's scarcer, and seniors tire faster, but the NI lying there wrestling with insomnia drains what little you've got. Plus, stiff joints or achy backs, like Tom's arthritis, make staying still a misery. Moving gently shifts your focus and loosens you up without flipping your awake switch to full blast. Susan learned this the hard way. Hours in bed left her groggy, but a quick reset turned nights around. What to do? Slip on some cozy slippers. Target's plush ones are a steal and shuffle to the living room or kitchen. Keep lights dim. Use a 40-watt bulb, not harsh LEDs, to avoid tricking your brain into day mode. Stretch lightly. Raise your arms overhead for 10 seconds. Roll your shoulders 5 times or sway side to side. Tom, 70. Does this by his recliner? Easing his back in 5 to 10 minutes. Or grab a light book, think Reader's Digest, not a Stephen King thriller, and read a page or two. No coffee, no phone. Caffeine and screens are sleep killers. Per the FDA, after 15 to 20 minutes, when your eyes droop, head back to bed. Susan's reset now gets her snoozing by 4:30 a.m. Proof it works. Step 3. Sip water or herbal tea. Wake up at 4 amid a throat drier than a Texas summer. Dehydration's a silent sleep saboteur, and seniors feel it more. Thirst signals fade with age, says the knee. George, 64, from Atlanta, didn't realize his parched nights were why he couldn't drift back off. A 2023 sleep health study found mild dehydration boosts early waking by 15%, messing with your body's rest rhythm. Warm drinks, like herbal tea, double down. Chamomile's a natural relaxant, cutting stress hormones. Per the FDA, it's not just hydration, it's comfort. In a cup. Why is this key for seniors? Older bodies hold less water by 60. You're down 10% from your 30s, per the Mayo Clinic, so even slight dips hit harder. Bladder control's trickier too, but small sips won't send you running. Carol, 69, from Michigan, woke thirsty, but feared bathroom trips. Tea fixed both. It's a simple tweak with big payoffs. Hydrated bodies sleep deeper, and calm ones nod off faster. What to do? Keep a glass of water bedside filtered from a Brita pitcher or brew a mug of chamomile tea. Celestial Seasonings is Betty's go-to. Sip 4 to 6 ounces slowly, enough to hydrate, not flood your system. Warm's best for soothing, but cold water works if you're parched. Skip juice or soda sugar spikes keep you up, says the NIH. Carol sips her tea at 3 mm, and within 20 minutes, she's drifting off. It's low-effort, high-reward hydration plus a lullaby in liquid form. Step 4. Try a sleep-friendly snack. Hunger can sneak up at 3 ml, growling just loud enough to yank you awake. After 60, metabolism slows and overnight fasting dips blood. Sugar, per the National Sleep Foundation. Susan, 66, woke ravenous until she cracked this code. A small smart snack steadies you. Bananas pack potassium to relax muscles. Almonds deliver magnesium for calm. A 2022 Nutrition Journal study says sleep-friendly snacks cut wake-ups by 20% in seniors. It's not about a midnight feast. It's about a nudge back to dreamland. Why is this bigger now? Aging bodies burn energy slower, and those dips hit harder at night, especially if dinner was light. Linda, 68, skipped evening carbs and paid for it at 4 a main. Plus, seniors digest slower, so heavy eats backfire. The trick? Light, targeted foods that soothe without stirring. What to do? Keep it simple. Half a banana or 10 to 12 almonds. Trader Joe's unsalted are perfect. Add a teaspoon of peanut butter. Jif's a classic for protein to sustain you. Stay under 200 calories. Think a golf ball size portion or digestion keeps you up. Avoid cookies or ice cream. Sugar's a buzzkill. Per the FDA, George, 64, stashes almonds by his bed. One handful, and he's out in 30 minutes. Susan pairs her banana with a smear of PB Sleeps back before 5 a.m. It's a snack, not a meal. Keep it quick and kind to your gut. Step 5. Set up a morning recovery plan. Rough night won't ruin you. It's the recovery that counts. Short sleep saps your spark, but you can bounce back. Sunlight's your reset button. 15 minutes outdoors cues melatonin for tonight. For the NIH, a 20-minute nap, 1 to 3 p.m., recharges without wrecking your rhythm. Says the CDC. Linda, 68, naps and feels human again. If wake-ups drag on, a doc's visit might spot sleep apnea or meds at fault. Don't sleep on it. Why is this critical? Seniors recover slower, energy's finite, and foggy days spike fall risks. Per the AARP, Tom, 70, shuffled through mornings until he fixed this. Persistent issues need pro-eyes. Betty's doc caught her apnea after weeks of 3 woes. Asterisk. What to do? Asterisk. Step outside at dawn, coffee on the porch, or use a 10,000 lux light box from Amazon for 15 minutes. Nap on the couch with a timer, 20 minutes, no more. Reset tonight. Dim lights by 8 p.m. Skip Netflix. Tom walks his dog at sunrise. Sleep smoother. After a week of wake-ups, call your GP. Jack, 67, did, and a CPAP changed everything. Recover smart, and tomorrow's yours. These 5 steps: calm, reset, sip, snack, recover, turn 3 to 5, immerse, from a curse to a cure. Next, we'll tie it all together with a plan to make it stick. Practical solutions and long-term fixes. Waking up between 3 and 5 Amazon have to be a nightly sentence. Those 5 steps you just learned are your lifeline out of the pre-dawn rut. But it's not just about surviving the moment. It's about building a game plan that keeps those wake-ups from hijacking your sleep, your energy, and your health. For seniors like Linda from Texas, Tom in Arizona, or Susan from Ohio, the goal is clear. Turn restless nights into restful ones and foggy days into sharp, vibrant ones. This section's your toolbox: immediate fixes to handle those early hours, daily habits to shore up your sleep defenses, and long-term lifestyle tweaks to tackle the root causes. Whether it's a quick reset tonight or a lasting overhaul, here's how to make it work, step by practical step. Immediate actions for those 3 to 5 a.m. wake-ups. When the clock hits 3 a.m. and your eyes pop open, you've got a playbook ready. First, stay calm. Don't let panic take the wheel. Linda, 68, used to spiral, but now she breathes deep. 4 seconds. In, 6 out for 5 minutes. The Mayo Clinic says it slows your heart rate, and she's back to sleep in 20 minutes. Keep that clock out of sight. At 71, from Florida, flipped is over and the pressure's off. If you're still awake after 20 minutes, get up. Don't stew. Susan, 66, pads to her living room, stretches her arms for 5 minutes, and reads a page of Good Housekeeping under a dim lamp. No screens, no coffee. Those are sleep saboteurs. Per the FDA. Next, hydrate smart. George, 64, from Atlanta, keeps a glass of water by his bed, 4 to 6 ounces. Sipped slow, quenches that 3 immerse without a bathroom marathon. Carol, 69, from Michigan, opts for warm chamomile tea from Celestial Seasonings, same amount, same calm. Snack if you're hungry, but keep it light. Half a banana or a dozen almonds from Trader Joe's does it for Betty, 67. She's learned sugar's a no-go. Those Oreos kept her buzzing till dawn. Finally, plan your recovery. If sleep's short, Tom, 70, steps outside at sunrise for 15 minutes sunlight, resets his clock. Per the NIH, these moves get you through the night and set you up for tomorrow. Daily habits to strengthen sleep consistencies, your secret weapon habits that stick. Keep those wake-ups at bay. Start with bedtime. Pick a slot like 10 p.m. and hit it nightly. Susan's rigid about it. 10 p.m. means lights out. No excuses. It trains your brain, says the National Sleep Foundation, sensing that drifting circadian rhythm. Exercise daily, nothing crazy, just 30 minutes. Tom walks his dog around the park. It tires him out and cuts stress, dropping cortisol levels by 15% per a 2022 Journal of Aging study. Linda, with her achy knees, does chair stretches from a YouTube video, same effect. No strain. Cut caffeine by noon, that Starbucks latte. Lingers longer now, up to 10 hours, says the FDA. George swapped his 2 p.m. coffee for decaf and sleeps past 4 am now. Dinner's early 6 p.m. Light fare like grilled chicken and veggies. Heavy meals late like Jack's 9 p.m. pizza, digest slow and wake you per the knee. Wind down right. Dim lights after 8 p.m. Betty uses a 40-watt bulb and skip Netflix. She reads instead, easing her brain into rest mode. These daily tweaks aren't flashy, but they're steel girders for better sleep. Lifestyle changes for lasting relief, though. Root out those 3 to 5 a.m. wake-ups. Dig deeper lifestyles where the real fix lives. Diet's a biggie. Cut late snacks and booze. That glass of Cabernet with dinner? It knocks you out fast, but fragments. Sleep later, says the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. Carol ditched her nightly wine. Her 4 jolts dropped by half. Stress is a sleep thief, 30% of seniors cited, per the Journal of Gerontology. Meditation helps 10 minutes daily with the Headspace app calms Susan's buzzing mind, shaving 20 minutes off her wake time. Jack, 67, from Colorado, journals his worries before bed 5 minutes, pen to paper, and they're parked till morning. Bedroom setup matters. Cool, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, dark, quiet. Tom got blackout curtains from Walmart and a white noise machine from Amazon. His snoring wife's less of a trigger now. Exercise isn't just daily, it's strategic. Morning walks boost evening melatonin. Per the NIH ed, 71 hits the trail. At 8 a man sleeps deeper. Medical checkups are non-negotiable. Persistent wake-ups might mean sleep apnea. Tom's CPAP was a revelation. Arthritis pain. Linda's doc adjusted her meds. Or bladder issues. George's urologist fixed his midnight runs. A 2023 sleep health study says 25% of senior sleep woes tied to untreated conditions. Don't wait. Putting it all together. Tonight, when 3 strikes, breathe, hide the clock, stretch if needed, sip water or tea, snack light, and plan a sunrise reset. Daily, lock in bedtime, move your body, ditch late caffeine, eat early, and dim down. Long-term, tweak diet, manage stress, optimize your room, and see a doc if it sticks. Betty sums it up. I went from dreading 3 am to handling it. I'm sleeping, not stumbling. It's not rocket science. It's senior science. Linda's energy's back. Tom's heart's happier. And Susan's knitting without yawns. You've got the tools, immediate, daily, lasting, to turn wake-ups into wins. Next, we'll wrap it up with a push to make it yours. So, there you had it, waking up between 3 and 5 AMs. Doesn't have to be the sleep-stealing villain it's been for seniors like Linda from Texas, Tom in Arizona, or Susan from Ohio. Those 5 steps: staying calm, resetting gently, sipping smart, snacking wisely, and recovering strong turn those pre-dawn jolts into a chance to take charge. Backed by science from the Mayo Clinic, NIH, and CDC, they're not just quick fixes. They're a lifeline to better nights and brighter days. Add in the daily habits and lifestyle tweaks, consistent bedtimes, morning walks, stress-busting meditation, and a doctor's checkup, and you've got a full toolkit to wrestle those wake-ups into submission. This isn't about surviving the golden years. It's about thriving through them, one restful night at a time. Let's rewind the highlights. Those early wake-ups stem from a shifting circadian clock. Pesky health issues like apnea or arthritis, and sneaky habits like late coffee or stress. Left unchecked, they drag you down. Fatigue saps your energy. Heart strain creeps up. Memory fog thickens. And falls lurk around every corner. But flip the script, and the payoff's huge. Linda's not itching her dry skin anymore. She's sipping tea and sleeping past 4 moths. Tom's heart's steadier, thanks to sunlight resets and a CPAP, while Susan's knitting without yawns her. Mind sharp from solid rest. These aren't miracles. They're practical moves any senior can make. Whether you're Betty puzzling crosswords in Chicago or George golfing in Atlanta. Better sleep means sharper focus, stronger health, and safer. Steps proof that 3M doesn't own you. You own it. Now's your moment. Don't let another restless night slip by. Start tonight. If 3M hits, breathe deep, skip the clock glare, and stretch if you're wired. Sip some chamomile, nibble almonds, and greet the sunrise with a plan. Tomorrow, lock in that 10 p.m. bedtime. Ditch the afternoon latte and take a walk. Ed, 71, from Florida, swears his morning strolls are sleep gold. Over the next week, tweak your room, journal those worries, and book that doctor's visit if wake-ups cling. It's not hard. Carol, 69, from Michigan, turned her 4 a.m. curse into a calm routine in days. Share this with your family. Maybe your brother's tired of dad's grumpiness, or your niece wants Grandma Betty back to her chatty self. These steps don't just fix your nights. They lift everyone around you. This is just the start. Your golden years deserve more than groggy mornings. Subscribe to Senior Health and keep the wisdom flowing every week. We're dropping tips to make life after 60 your best yet, from nutrition hacks to easy exercises. Hit that subscribe button. It's your ticket to staying sharp, strong, and rested. And don't leave without a like or a comment below. Tell us your 3 a.m. story. Did deep breathing save your night like it did Linda's? Is George's almond stash your new go-to? Maybe Jack's sunrise dog walk sparked an idea. Your voice fuels this community. Share it, and let's keep the conversation alive. Together, we'll turn those restless hours into a win for every senior out there. Sleep well, live better starting now.